Okay. So, Madam C.J. Walker, first black female millionaire, first black millionaire. Okay. She was in the hair care industry. We're all in the hair care industry. All of us are beauty professionals. Now, with that being said, do you know what Madam C.J. Walker did in the beauty profession? Just because we're in the beauty profession, that doesn't mean anything. Imagine if I told you all, guess what? I play basketball. Yes, I do. I play basketball. But guess what? I'm not in the NBA, so what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
You might not be that good.
Okay. I may not be that good, but what else does that tell you? What else does that tell you? I'm not making NBA money, am I?
Right.
Okay. You're in the beauty space. All of y'all in the beauty space. Madam C.J. Walker. She did two things. See, just because you're in the industry, that doesn't mean anything. It depends on what are you doing in the industry? What position are you in this industry, in the beauty industry? See, I need y'all to write this down. I need y'all to get y'all's pen and paper out. There are 4 levels of wealth. It's 4 levels to wealth in this beauty industry. It's 4 levels to wealth in the entire world. Okay? And we're going to stair step this. The first level is muscle. You're making money with your muscles, meaning you're making money with your muscles, with your hands. Okay? That is the lowest level of wealth. Anybody, 99.9% of the time, if they're making money with their hands, exchanging time for money, they're going to be broke and tired. And if they continue to do that, I have a friend. Matter of fact, I got several friends. And Desiree, Jerry, Latoya, do you know that they can't open a pickle jar? I have a couple of friends, Tiff, Karen, Zandra, Zena, turn your camera on, Zena, and they can't open a pickle jar. You turn the camera on, honey. I'm not going to keep telling y'all to turn these cameras on. I'm going to just start putting y'all out because I'm not going to be talking to blank screens. Why can't they open a pickle jar? Anybody want to guess? Turn your cameras on, Zena.
I do.
Why can't, hey, Maurice, why can't they open a pickle jar? Somebody take a guess.
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel. You're exactly right. Now, the next question, why do they have carpal tunnel?
Oh, a lot of hand movements.
A lot of hand movements, a lot of squeezing.
Bad body ergonomics.
Bad body ergonomics. Okay.
Overusing your hands.
Overusing your hands. Now, God did not create us to be robots. I don't care how good of a shape you in, how many supplements, you're a vegan, you taking all of these cold pressed juices, you don't eat meat that's injected with steroids and antibiotics and all of that. If you continuously do something over and over and over and over, what do you think is going to happen?
Mess yourself up.
Yeah,
If you got some Pirelli tires or the Michelin tires, and you continuously going from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where Xandra is, to Des Moines, Iowa, where Tony Mack is, what's going to happen to them tires?
Ball out.
They're going to ball out. They're going to wear out.
Yeah.
Statistics says over half of the beauty professionals that spend more than 20 years in the industry will suffer from some type of physical ailment. Do y'all believe that?
Oh, yes. I believe you.
How, for you all that's been in the industry over 20 years, have you experienced any type of physical ailment?
Yes.
What?
Little hand, the carpal tunnel a little bit. on my hands stiffening up. They stiff up a little bit. Not as much, but just a little bit.
Anybody else?
I haven't yet.
You haven't yet. Okay, anybody else?
Oh my God, why they keep doing that?
Okay. Now,
Trigger finger.
trigger finger. Can you tell them what trigger finger is? Because some people don't know what trigger finger is. Turn your cameras on. Ms. Rodriguez, Wallace, her, turn your cameras on. Tease, Eddie, because she's gonna start putting y'all out. I don't want y'all to get put out. Honey Brown, turn your cameras on. What's trigger finger?
When your hands lock up.
When your hands lock up. Okay. Now, let's go back. The first level is, what's the first level? It starts with an M.
Muscle.
Muscle. Exchanging time for money. Muscle. Now, a beauty professional. We all start out using our muscles, don't we? Exchanging time for money behind the chair. Most beauty professionals fail in life, not because they aim too high and hit the mark. 99% of the beauty professionals fail in life because they aim too low and hit the mark. Do y'all realize that 9 out of 10 beauty professionals have been brainwashed? Yeah, we've been brainwashed, but we got to reprogram our minds. Well, how have I been brainwashed? Hell, I was brainwashed. I was. When I graduated from school back in 1990, my dream was to have my own barbershop. That was my dream. You know why? Because I was brainwashed, like the other 99% of the beauty professionals have been brainwashed. Do y'all know that most beauty professionals, when they graduate from beauty school, do y'all know what their dream is? 9 out of 10.
Open their own shop.
Open their own shop. Do y'all agree?
Yeah. Open their own shop. Yeah.
Why is that?
That's where you see other people that you know that was in the hair industry. You would see them with either they were good platform artists. It was either good platform artists or they end up having their own shop. They have a lot of customers, a lot of people.
Okay, Nina said they think it's the pinnacle of success, but it's not. Just think, 99% of us, our dream is to operate at the lowest level of wealth. Our dream, think about this. They programmed us to dream small. They programmed us to dream at the lowest level of wealth, to dream at an animalistic level of wealth, to dream at a slave level of wealth. That's what they programmed us for. Now, Madam C.J. Walker, 115 years ago, do you realize she was dreaming bigger than us? 115 years ago, this Black woman was dreaming bigger than 99% of the beauty professionals. 115 years ago. Think about that. Madam C.J. Walker her dream was not to have a shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
This woman, a Black woman at that, probably came from slavery back then, or one descendant from a slave. Even Alonzo Herndon, he had a 24-chair barbershop on Peachtree with gold and crystal chandeliers and marble floors. He started out like that. You know, he used to live in a barn and cut hair and sold peanuts and molasses. Look up Alonzo Herndon. If you go to Atlanta, Georgia, you're going to see Alonzo Herndon. He was a Black man. And then he opened up Atlanta Life Insurance. Well, we're talking about over 100 years ago. When I say Black people and white people, I'm not talking prejudice. I'm just talking honest, the truth. They were dreaming bigger than us. What happened? We got programmed. We got hypnotized. If you talk to any beauty professional right now, my dream is to have a shop. My dream is to be booked and busy. Why are you dreaming that? Because you've been programmed. That's why. They tricked us. That's what they did. To operate at the lowest level of wealth. There's no retirement plan for a barber, stylist, nail tech, or esthetician. No. Because the biggest they're gonna have is a 3-bedroom house, 2-bath, couple of cars, work all their life, a day late, $1 short, take 1 or 2 trips a year, and clients gonna be calling them, worrying the heck out of them, wondering when they coming back. That's it. And then they're gonna end up with Velcro's veins, copper tunnel, trigger finger, a bad back, a bad neck. Every time they go somewhere and sit still, they're gonna fall asleep because they're tired. And not just physically tired. Do you realize that a beauty professional got the hardest job on earth? They're mentally tired because your clients got problems. The women talk about their divorces, the men narcissistic, they all talking about things of that nature. The men talking about their problems, and the barbers listening to them. So you're not just a beauty professional. You're a doctor. You're a lawyer. You're a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a preacher. You everything. And some of the barbers, even a drug dealer on the side. That's too much. That's too much pressure on one person. So when you leave, you're drained. You have nothing else to give. You're mentally drained and physically drained. Who wants that job? And nobody wants to tell you all the truth. You know, everybody's going to come on social media with their happy face. And then they go to the hair shows with their happy face, not realizing that's a front. That is a front. I've been in the industry 35 years. Show me one barber, stylist, nail tech that's living a life that God truly ordained and cosmically created them to live. And I'm not talking about just money. No, just freedom, time freedom. To go on a vacation for a month or 2 months and not even worry about anything. Why? They're operating at the lowest level with their muscles. The second level of wealth. And you don't want to operate on the first 2 levels. If you operate on the first 2 levels, you're going to live a very tough life. The second level, manager. Write that down, manager. Okay, we got our own, we working in a shop. We graduated. I never forget, I started working in this shop, y'all. And my dream was to make, at that time, $100 a day. We talking about like 1990 when I graduated from barber school. My dream was to make $100 a day. Yes. All right. Haircuts was $5 and $7. Well, I'm working at this shop and I didn't like what was going on at the shop. And I didn't like being told what to do. So just like a lot of other beauty professionals, I wanted to get my own shop. I'm gonna get my own shop. So I went from the first level, which was what? Using my muscles, to now owning my shop. Oh, I'm happy now. I'm a manager. I done moved up to the next level, managing. But guess what, y'all? Now I had an adult daycare center. Yeah. Hell, I'm gonna use a word from the Bible. Hell, it was tougher running that shop than just working and leaving when I was a practitioner, using my muscle. Because now I'm managing grown men, ladies. Grown, hard-headed men. I'm talking about men that they girlfriend or wives drop them off at the shop with a brown sack lunch like they're a kid. They trifling. You know how y'all sons don't clean up? Y'all need to start making y'all sons clean their room up. Because that leads to him being a trifling man, a nasty man. You know why a lot of these grown men don't clean up? Because their mama didn't make them clean up. So now they don't want to clean up. They don't want to be told what to do. You tell them what to do, and then they get an attitude. They want to wear their pants, Desiree hanging down their behind. What? Who wants to come in a place and your booty showing?
Come on with it.
Your pants hanging down
Yeah,
on your behind, and you coming to work drunk and high. Who wants to deal with that? Just because they paying you booth rent or whatever, they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. Who wants to come to work? Dude, you ain't even brush your teeth. As funky as your breath is, how you gonna get in front of this man's face and trim his beard up? How you gonna arch Karen's eyebrows or Bridget's eyebrows or Latoya's eyebrows or Tips or Desiree? How you gonna arch or Lindsay eyebrows or Evangelist Naomi eyebrows and your breath smelling like duty? Do you think Evangelist Naomi, even if she preaches and the word of God, that still ain't gonna help your breath? So now a manager, that was worse than being using just the muscle. Now you make it a little bit more money because you're a manager, just a little bit more money, but look at the headache. Look at the headache that we got to deal with. So, Madam C.J. Walker, over 115 years ago, she didn't want to operate on the first two levels. We have over 1 million beauty professionals, y'all. 1 million that are operating on the first two levels. They're going to be broke and they're going to be tired. Yes, because they're operating on the lowest levels of wealth. There are 4 levels. Madam C.J. Walker, she operated on the 3rd and 4th levels in the beauty space. See, we're in the beauty industry, but it depends on what level you operating on in the beauty industry. And the great thing about the beauty industry, these 3rd and 4th levels, it's not like a lot of the other industries. Like I told you, I played basketball. I'm in the basketball industry, y'all. But I'm operating on the 1st and 2nd levels. I'm playing basketball at the center. I ain't getting paid. I'm playing basketball outside in the backyard. First 2 levels. I need to get to the NBA, but there's a problem. Somebody said why I wasn't in the NBA. Not good enough. I don't have the skills. My head is too big, it's too heavy, it's too shiny. A lot of reasons why I'm not in the NBA, y'all. I done got too old. I'm 50-something years old. I'm too short, 5'7". But the great thing about the beauty industry, to operate on the 3rd and 4th levels, you don't have to have experience. You don't have to have a skill set. You don't have to know how to teach. You don't have to have a whole lot of money. That's the great thing about this beauty industry, to operate on the 3rd and 4th levels, to make the NBA money, the big money, the millions of dollars. You would think that you had to have a lot of experience. I know some of y'all got a lot of experience, but you've been brainwashed. You don't have to have no experience. Our youngest student is 25 years old, and he's Hispanic. English is his 2nd language. Didn't have no experience. Skill set just average. Couldn't teach worth a lick. English is their 2nd language, but they got out of school and they're going through accreditation. And they're making more than 90% of the beauty professionals. With no skill set, no experience. Think about that. That doesn't make sense. That's not fair. You see, we've been brainwashed to think that in order to go to the 3rd and 4th level, oh, you got to be skilled at what you do. No, you do not. You got to be great at what you do. That's a lie. You've been lied to. You got to have a lot of money. Lie. You got to be able to teach real good. Lie. We've been lied to. We've been tricked. Madam CJ Walker, what did she do? She did products, right? She sold something. Now we got the internet. We can sell our own products, whether it's digital or physical. And the second thing, do you know what the second thing she had? Anybody know?
No. What she had?
A school.
Oh, she did. Sure did.
Madam CJ Walker had a product and a school and became a multi-millionaire. We're talking about over 115 years ago, like 1910. Put 1910 in the chat, y'all. 1910. And had a car, a black woman with a car and a mansion. Why is that? What if she had did what 99% of these beauty professionals, what the million beauty professionals are doing right now? Working in a salon suite, opening up a shop. What do y'all think would have happened to Madam CJ Walker?
No, she wouldn't have did what she did. She would die broke.
She would have died broke. Her body probably would have been messed up. She wouldn't have had no car. She wouldn't have had that house. She wouldn't have been able to do God's work. See, you want to teach one to many, not one to one. See, when we're in a shop, you're violating a biblical principle. You're violating a biblical principle. Jesus didn't teach one to one. It was one to many. That's biblical. See, the Bible is the truth. The opposite, do you know what the opposite of the truth is?
A lie.
A lie. See, when you live a lie, you will suffer. See, 9 is the number of truth. 9 times 1 is what?
9.
Is 9. 9 times 2 is what?
18.
1 plus 8 is what?
9.
9 is D the only person to know that multiplication? I see why y'all beauty professionals.
I'll stop it, I say.
9 times 3 is what?
27.
Come on, y'all. 27. 2 plus 7 is what?
14.
Everybody. 2 plus
Nine.
7. 2 plus
14.
7 is
14.
9.
2 plus 7. Who's saying
plus
14?
7
I
is
said
9.
2 plus 7. That's right, it's 9.
9.
9 times 4 is what, everybody?
36.
32.
3 plus
32.
6 is what?
18.
I mean, 9.
9.
9 times 9
9.
times okay. 9 times 5 is what?
45.
45.
45.
4 plus 5 is what?
9.
9.
9 times 6 is what?
54.
54.
5 plus 4 is what?
9.
Okay, give me your age. Anybody? How old are you?
45. 63. I'm
43.
Okay, we're gonna do 45. 45 times 9 is what?
Times 9.
45 times 9 is what?
135.
No.
I want y'all to get y'all's calculator out. 45 times 9 is what? I told y'all to get your calculators out because we're gonna teach
405.
405. Okay. 4 plus 0 is what?
4.
4 plus 5 is what?
9.
Somebody else give me their age.
56.
60 who?
56.
53. 53.
In the world.
60. Somebody say 63.
56. 560.
Okay.
53.
All right.
53.
53. 53 times 9 is what?
473 times 9. 477. 477.
477. Okay. Now, get your calculators out. 4 plus 7 is what?
11. 4 plus 11.
Okay. 11 plus 7 is what?
18.
Okay. 18. 1 plus 8 is what?
9.
9 is the number of truth.
Mm.
Okay. Anything that's the opposite of the truth is a lie. A lot of y'all been living a lie. See, the truth is, Madam C.J. Walker, she did something that was going to bring her to a whole nother level. See, the Bible cannot lie. The Bible is the truth. See, Matthew 25:14 through the 32nd chapter, God gave one talent, two, and another 5. The one that had 1 talent, guess what happened?
He hid
You
it.
know what they did? He hid it, buried it. You know why? He was afraid, feared. A lot of y'all been operating in fear. Why won't a person go to the next level? Fear, afraid. Why does a beauty professional stay stuck behind the chair all their life? They're afraid to go to the next level. And what did God do to the one that had 1 talent?
Took it from him.
He took it and gave it to the one that doubled the talent.
That's right.
So if you're not living
Called him a wicked servant.
the way that he surely did what God wants you to do, he's going to curse you into poverty. And he's going to give it to the one that's using it. Well, I'm using my talent. I'm in the shop. No, you're not. God wants you to do bigger things, greater things. Madam C.J. Walker had a school in their product line. 3rd level of wealth. Write this down. Starts with an M. Your mouth. Mouth. Use your mouth to make money. Your mouth. Message. A school owner don't, do you know how a school owner make their money? With their mouth. Most school owners can't do no hair. Most instructors can't do no hair. The average instructor is not a good practitioner. That's why they're working at a school, because their skill set really fired them from being in the shop because they no good.
Oh my God.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. If you look at a lot of instructors, not all of them, but the majority of instructors don't have a great skill set, because that's why they're at the school. Not all of them. So your mouth, your message, Madam C.J. Walker. So now we're just using our mouth to make money. Think about that. We're sitting back, just telling people what to do. And the 4th level, her mind, your imagination. So now you're making money from the school, your imagination, you're doing other things. Alonzo Herndon, he had Atlanta Life Insurance. So the people that hit the 3rd and 4th levels, their average income is $1 million to over $100 million. Okay? The 3rd and 4th. So if we're in the beauty space, all we have to do is look at Madam C.J. Walker. What does she have? 2 things.
A product and a school.
In a school.
Okay, so if you're going to be in this beauty space, success leaves clues. Well, I don't want a school in products. Well, you shouldn't be on this Zoom right now. Go to the shop and die behind the chair, because that's what's going to happen to you. Go to the shop and die behind the chair like all other beauty professionals. Show me one successful beauty professional that's working in the shop or that owns a shop, and I'll show you a tired one. Show me one. Hadn't met one that's living a lifestyle that they truly deserve, that God wants them to live. But a school owner, an accredited school owner, and I got to share something with you all. When I was in school back in 1989, Stacy, Bridget, this old man owned the school, Jim Oham. He looked like a pimp. He had natural curly hair, long. You know, back then men wore their hair long. And he wore these silk shirts and silk pants with his shirt tucked in. And he'd wear these alligator shoes, Evangelist Naomi, and an alligator belt to match it. And he kept a 38 pistol in his back pocket. And Desiree Tiff, he had a dope dealer's knot. Y'all know what a dope dealer knot look like? It's a big wad of money. And he had a rubber band around it, and he'd pop it. And I'd always watch him. And he had a vending machine, y'all. and it was a big old fat TV. We didn't have flat screens back then. The fat TV sat on top of the vending machine. Do you know why he put that TV on top of that vending machine?
The people can see the
So people could see the
See
snacks.
this? Exactly.
yeah.
They watching the TV, but they watching the snacks too. And then pretty soon they get up and go buy some snacks.
Oh, that was smart.
That was
That was smart. And then he had he had vocational rehabilitation, y'all. Voc rehab. And that was for students. It was a government program. See, it's only one person that doesn't run out of money.
Come on now.
Wouldn't you like to have a customer that had unlimited amounts of money? They never ran out of money. What if all your customers, your clients, had unlimited amounts of money? What if all of them was billionaires or trillionaires? Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, yeah.
We could just charge them 20,000. Okay, that's 20,000. And guess what? They'd peel it off. Think about that. Vocational rehabilitation. And that was for students that had a mental, physical, health, or dependency problem, y'all. I repeat, they had a mental, physical, health, or dependency. I got to use a biblical word, Evangelist Naomi. Hell, that sounds like everybody in my family.
Stop it.
That sounds like everybody that I grew up with. They either had a
Mine too.
mental, physical, health, or crack, a little habit, a
Yeah.
dependency problem. Physical, something was wrong with them, stuttered, or one leg was longer than the other one, or cockeyed, like my mom would say, cross-eyed. I mean, something was wrong with them. Or they was just overweight and they had the heavy tongue and they had the CPAP machine or whatever, because they've been eating chitlins and oxtails and hog maws and fried pork chops and fried chicken that was injected with steroids and antibiotics. And then they had that metformin pill, the water pill, and all of that. They'd eat some ribs, y'all, and then had the nerve. Now I'm gonna use a big word, and I don't know what this means. I just heard a pastor use this word, Evangelist Naomi. Not the nerve. They had the mitigated gall. That big old fat dude had the mitigated gall to shoot himself with his insulin and then ate a rack of ribs.
Oh
How
my.
crazy is that?
Oh
He
my.
done gave himself the insulin thing so he could eat this rack of ribs. And I'm thinking, Ninja, you crazy.
Yeah.
So Voc rehab, y'all, when y'all get y'all schools, y'all remember Welcome Back Carter? That's what they used to call my school, Welcome Back Carter. Y'all remember the sweat house? Everybody had a problem. Even the leader had a problem. That's how they said my first school was. So you got vocational rehabilitation. Even small people. See, y'all call them small people. Back in my day, do you know what they called a small person?
Midget.
Or what? Or what else?
Dwarf.
A midget
Exactly.
or a dwarf.
Smurf.
Or Smurf. Or the midget, they would say a BH midget. What does BH stand for?
I don't know that one.
Big head.
Exactly. Y'all see this? I ain't no midget. They call me a giant. I'm a giant midget, y'all. One dude called me a giant midget. Because he said my head was big, but I was 5'7" taller than a midget. Never heard of a giant midget. So we got vocational rehabilitation. Then we have the VA, veterans. People that served in the military or their parents served in the military. Mr. Ohan was getting that money. And then he had something called Pell Grants and subsidized and unsubsidized student loans. And Mr. Ohan was getting his books and kits wholesale, y'all. And he was selling them to us what?
Retail.
He was getting his snacks and all of that. The snacks, Stacy, Tiff, and y'all gotta write this down. When y'all get y'all schools, we're gonna put that flat screen TV above the vending machine, but we want snacks that's gonna send them to the ER. We want snacks that's gonna put them in a diabetic coma. We want snacks that's gonna send them to Walgreens where they gotta go in the back to get medication. We want Doritos, hot Cheetos, Takis, peanut M&Ms, honey buns, the powdered donuts, the white ones, like the crackheads had white powder on it. We want all of those, the unhealthy snacks. Why do we want unhealthy snacks, y'all?
Because we won't take the medication.
I'm buying.
We want
That's
to
what
keep
they
on
put on
buying.
the corners
Keep
at the
coming
store.
back.
Yeah,
It's in
Yeah,
the dick.
they're gonna want more.
That's what
Yeah.
they want
Yeah.
anyway. That's
Mhm.
exactly. Because we
It's
don't
in
have
that ditch.
financial aid yet. When we first opened the school, we don't have financial aid. See, that vending machine gonna pay your light bill or water bill.
Mhm.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, so Mr. O'Ham is getting all this money the day before Easter. The day before Easter. I'll never forget, y'all. My stepdad was a pastor, Dr. Reverend Enoch Jones. I mean, I saw all kinds of stuff in the church. I remember being a little boy, and my mama was getting on to me because this church, the pastor's anniversary, they had a visiting church, and the organist's hair looked like Desiree. We're talking about like 1979 or 80. I had never seen anything like this. The organist's hair looked like Desiree. And the organist had some heels on that Stacy be wearing. And I just kept looking because I'm a little kid, a little boy. I was trying to figure out my mind, what is that? And then I'm hitting my mama, and I'm pointing me and my brother, look, what is that? And the organist doing all that. I didn't know. I've seen all kinds of stuff in the church. A lot of different things because I grew up in the church. But I got to share this with you all. Getting back to Mr. O'Ham. The day before Easter, I'll never forget Happy Jack. See, now we call people special needs, correct?
Yes.
But in the old days, we called them what? It started with an R.
Retarded.
Happy Jack was retarded. I still to this day don't know Happy Jack's real name. We up in the church and they naming people. And they called him Happy Jack because every Sunday Happy Jack would come in a little late and walk down to the front row. And the mean ushers with the lopsided wigs, with the fish breath, but Happy Jack will walk right past him and he's like this. And he'd be on the front row like this, y'all. And they called him Happy Jack. Happy Jack would have a new suit every Easter. Okay. And I'll never forget the day before Easter, Jerry, I cut 30 heads at that barber school. And I made $8 in tips. They worked me like a slave. And he had about 20 or 30 other students. That was the day I said, one day I'm going to get me a school. That was the day I said, one day I'm going to get me a school. I didn't know how I was going to get it. How many of y'all was worked very hard when y'all was in school?
Yes,
Yeah.
Who got all the money?
they did.
Cool.
You did.
School.
School did.
Now think about this. They worked us like slaves. We had to pay the slave master to work in the cotton fields, to pick the cotton. That's the school owners got it better than the slave master. At least when they picked cotton in Mississippi, they didn't have to pay the slave master to go on the cotton field to pick the cotton. And they didn't have to buy their pick and shovel from the slave master. Think about that. That's worse than slavery. We all went through that. You should want to be a runaway slave and open your own school. Do you realize that the slave's dream was to run away and get them a plantation? But yet all of us leave the slave plantation and go work on another one instead of getting our own. Common sense would tell you, I'm gonna get my own school. But you know why we didn't? Because we've been brainwashed. And I never forget talking to Miss Velma. And after this, I'm gonna break down the school thing, because that's easy. That's easy, the school thing. Very simple. Let me show y'all something. I want to share something with y'all. I want to show you this, because I never forget this conversation with Miss Velma. She told me this about 15 years later, when I became like a son to her. Let me share this with y'all. Can y'all see the screen? Okay. So y'all see the screen. I'm only showing you this picture because, Antonio, when you're dealing with ninjas, they don't believe nothing you say.
Nope.
So I have to show you all. Yes, Miss Velma, I had her for 20 years. She's black. I'm black. She's white. Y'all see the difference, right? This ain't
Yes.
no AI and all that type of crap. These are real pictures. I'll never forget, y'all. She had a workshop, and she said it was about 40, 50 of us in there, all beauty professionals. Miss Velma was making over $1 million a month. Y'all can put MM in the chat.
Oh my.
Put MM in the chat. And I'm talking about, this is back in the 90s. Put MM, $1 million a month. I know that because I saw the Bank of America bank account. She showed it to me. Guess what color 99% of her students were?
Black.
Black, I'm sure.
You're 100% correct. But yet, Madam C.J. Walker started this thing. Do y'all know what color Madam C.J. Walker was?
Come on, help us.
Black.
He was black.
Yeah.
See, we've been brainwashed.
Wow.
And Miss Velma told me a story. As years passed, we became friends. She took me in like a son. And we were at lunch one day. And she said, Jen, you know, Madam C.J. Walker started this. She said, but when we found out she became a multi-millionaire, there was all this money in it, we took it. And we created laws. Like slavery laws. If a student doesn't want to pick cotton at the school, do hair, what can the slave master do to school owner? Y'all been to school? What can they do to you?
Send them home.
Send you home. That's a rule. That's a law because they wrote it. Now, the slave has to pay the slave master, right? The student got to pay the school owner, don't they?
Yes.
Right.
Think about that. The slave didn't have to pay the slave master. They made it better than slavery. We're going to make it where they got to pay us. We're going to make it where we can work the hell out of them. I'm using biblical words. And they're not going to get a dime. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to give them financial aid. We got to create a law because we know these black people broke. They ain't got no money. So we're going to create financial aid, government assistance. The least amount of money they make, the more they're going to qualify for what?
Pell Grant, financial aid.
You're exactly right. Think about that. The least amount of money you make, the more free money you get, the school owner.
Wow. That's
I mean, that's backwards. I feel like if Desiree is working this job, taking care of her kids, and Tiff ain't working a job, ain't doing nothing, just lazy, I feel we should give Desiree more money for school. Don't y'all?
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's working.
Makes
So
sense. That's right.
it makes sense. Now, for the student loans, guess what? Do they check credit for a student loan when you go to college?
Not at
Nope.
all.
Ye-
Huh?
No.
No.
No, they don't check credit. You know why? Because Miss Velma said, we knew you black people. She said, Chin, don't get offended, don't get mad, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to share something with you. I don't want you to agree with me. I don't want you to get upset at me, but I need to share this with you so you can go back and share it with your people. I can't tell them this. I will get in trouble. I will be in deep trouble, but you can share this with them.
It's true.
And I don't want y'all to agree with me, but it's either the truth or a lie. Do they check credit for financial aid?
No, they don't. No.
The least amount of money you make, do the more Pell Grants you qualify for.
Yes.
Do students get paid to go to school?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh,
When you was in school doing hair, did the school pay you?
No. No.
There
No.
there
No.
was
That's the
some,
law.
there was some programs that used to pay you to go to school.
I'm talking about the school owner. When you do hair at school,
Loaner don't pay you.
the school
No, they
owner does
don't.
not pay. You don't get paid.
No,
No, you don't.
Nope.
Now, if you're a VA student, veterans will pay you for going to school.
Right.
Okay. Ms. Velma said they wrote the laws in their favor. See,
Mm.
even when a school owner get financial aid for you all, a student and a student quit, the way the refund is set up, the school gets to keep the majority of the money, if not all of it. Does that
Get
make
out.
sense? Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to refund a lot. When them students withdrew, the way that they set it up, the school got to keep, it depended on how many hours they got, but it was always in the school owner's favor. They wrote the laws, y'all. If the government gets loan money, what are they going to do?
Make some more.
They're going to print some more. Imagine
Mhm.
if your customer has a money printer. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You don't need to be working in no shop. You may start off there, but you need to have your own school. And I'm going to give you all some homework.
All right now.
And it doesn't matter how you start. Doesn't matter how you start. That does not matter. That is not important how you start. No, not at all. I don't care how y'all start. What's important is how you finish. I mean, I started, I was in prison, cutting hair for 3 cents an hour. Yeah, I went to prison. I was a cocaine dealer. Sure was. That was me in prison right there. 3 cents an hour.
Mm.
But God said the first shall be what?
Last,
Last.
And the last shall be what?
The
First.
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 So I went from 3 cents a haircut
Wow.
to getting out with no money, no job, no driver's license, to opening my school, meeting Miss Velma, who was my mentor and coach, gave me all the paperwork. I joined her program, invested in myself.
It's
I
awesome.
went from that, y'all, to actually having the biggest barber school in the whole United States. I
wow.
don't know if y'all don't believe that. For years, I had the biggest barber school in the whole United States.
Mm.
I had over 200 students
Mm.
at 20,000 a student.
Ooh.
Wow.
And guess who was paying me all that money?
Government.
State.
And guess what? I'm a convicted felon.
Mm.
And I was getting that money while I was on federal parole.
Wow.
Wasn't no law against it.
Mm.
And my sister went to prison. But what if I had listened to my negative family members and friends? I started out in the shop. That was me. Doesn't matter where you at. I don't know how to cut straight hair, really. No, I don't. I don't know how to use the shears. Not a great teacher. Not at all. But you don't need experience to get a school. Now, some homework assignments. I'll give all y'all some homework because y'all been lied to.
Mhm.
You want to look up your state board rules and regulations for opening a school, okay? If you can't find it, email my team, millionairebarber@gmail.com. The reason why I want you to look up the rules and regulations, because you're going to discover that it's not a lot. When I looked at the rules, I thought we had to have a big old Paul Mitchell school, y'all. This gigantic
Right.
school, all these chairs. No, if you look at the rules and regulations, small school, minimum amount of square footage, minimum amount of chairs. It's not a lot.
Right.
I opened my school for under 20,000. Yes, I did. I had a little small school when I first opened. But I had been brainwashed thinking I got to have this big old location. This was my school right there. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Write down Buy Right Beauty. Buy Right Beauty. That's where you can get your equipment. BUYRTE, Buy Right Beauty. And then Atlanta. I'm gonna put that in the link. Put that in the chat. Buy Right Beauty.
Right.
Y'all got that? Buy Right Beauty?
Got it.
Here, let me put that in the chat. Can y'all see this on the screen? Am I sharing it?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know the person they can ask for.
Okay. Who?
They
Richard?
are a
Or-
little pricey, brother.
All right.
They are a
Here.
little pricey.
What about it, honey?
Somebody.
Buy Right Beauty.
Somebody.
Buy Right
Yeah.
Beauty is a little pricey.
Well, you can go to Buy Right Beauty. You can go to Amazon. You can go to Facebook Marketplace. I'm just giving y'all some places. But it's
Alabama,
a.
best place.
Somebody said that a
Alabama.
little pricey. Give them somebody else.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alibaba. We know about Alibaba, so y'all can go on there too.
That's where actually Buy Right get their equipment from.
Okay, y'all go to Alibaba. I don't know how long it's gonna take or whatever, but
Right.
go there. Go to Facebook Marketplace.
But
It's a
you
lot.
get to
Lot of,
customize it. It takes about 3-4 months.
okay, 3 or 4 months. So basically, everything that y'all want to know, you all can Google. The only thing that you really can't Google about opening a school, they're not gonna give you all the paperwork. Okay, to open your school. They're not going to give you all the paperwork to get accredited. They're not going to give you the paperwork to get the government funding. They're not going to give you the paperwork or guide you or hold you by the hand. You can chat GPT, you can do all that. Miss Velma's program, Paul Mitchell, they charge $1 million. Same program that Miss Velma had. I partnered with her. That's how I got access to it, you all. Now, if you can't teach, like I couldn't, my ladies, write that down, my ladies. So you got homework. You're going to search the internet for equipment. You're going to look at the rules and regulations. Why are you going to look up your state rules and regulations?
To find out what's for our state as far as the rules of opening a school.
To find out the rules so you can break that lie that you've been told. See, they've lied to you all. They want you all, they put fear in you because they don't want y'all to open schools.
Mm.
They don't want us to open schools. I'll tell you that right now.
Wow.
They don't want you open. Look, they don't want these type of people opening schools. They really don't want nobody. School owners keep a secret. Ain't nobody showing y'all how to open a school. They ain't showing y'all how to get accredited, and they're not gonna show y'all how to get the government money.
Mm.
I'm the only person gonna show y'all that. Ain't nobody else gonna show you.
Mm. Show
I'm
me.
just letting you all know that. But I'm giving you this homework on this free class. Now, next thing. There's some things y'all gonna need. A business plan. Also, if y'all want to make money online too, have an online school, you got to have a physical school in order to give hours. But if you just want to make money online, because a lot of y'all are gifted and talented, and you can record yourself and put it online and sell it to the whole world and make money, because there's a lot of money online. I'll never forget getting the ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club Award. That's an award they give you when you make like $1 million or more online. I had a picture of it, y'all. I was going to show y'all this award. but I don't see
Yeah.
it. But long story short,
Sounds amazing.
what I'm going to do, so homework, what we're going to do, rules and regulations, right? Once we find the rules and regulations, we'll know what equipment we need. Somebody can need to mute themselves. Once we find out equipment, where we're going to get our books and teaching materials, my ladies. All right, even if you don't know how to teach. Now, you can't get the veterans money, the financial aid. The quickest you could get that is 2 years. How are you going to survive the 2 years? The same way you've been surviving in the shop. You're going to do your clients. Okay? You're going to do your clients. Where we going to put the TV at, y'all?
Above the
Top
vending
of
machine.
the vending machine.
We
Top
don't
of the
want,
vending machine.
Top of that snack machine.
Over the vending machine.
it's right, that's right. No fruits in the vending machine. No fruits in the vending machine, okay?
M&M's, all right.
We want,
No water.
no water, sodas, because sodas have a lot of salt and sugar in them. And when it has a lot of salt in it, it's gonna make them thirsty. You just can't drink one soda and you just can't eat one Dorito. You've never seen one person eat one Dorito. You
Nope,
can't.
all Lay's.
You can't eat one Thin Mint cookie or one cookie. You just can't. You can't eat just one M&M.
So we got
And
the vending machine.
right, we get our books and kits wholesale. We're gonna retail them to the students. We're gonna work the students like what on the clinic floor, like slaves. If they don't want to do the service, guess what we're gonna do? Send them home.
Send them home.
We're gonna do payment plans with the students. If we don't open the school, you have another option. You can go back to the first and second levels of wealth, or we can operate on the third and fourth.
Wow.
Now, what if we don't know how to do the paperwork? Let me share this with you all. Because August, what we got? August 31st and September the 1st on a Sunday and a Monday. This is what we're going to do.
On my birthday.
Let me show y'all this. I don't know why this is playing, but I'm trying to pause it, but it won't let me. This link right here. These 2 days, I'm going to be working with y'all for 2 days, sharing everything that I know. And I'm going to put this link right here, but I'm going to take y'all through this because I'm going to give y'all something since y'all on here. Y'all done stayed this. When y'all click that link and you put your name, email, phone number in, when y'all go to this page right here, let me show y'all. 70% of beauty professionals suffer from some type of disorder. Now, I'm going to share a lot of stuff with y'all on these 2 days. Everything from A to Z. Sunday and Monday. Why Sunday and Monday? Why did I choose Sunday and Monday?
Because they
Those
closed.
are the days we don't work.
That's the day we don't work.
Right.
And it's going to be 2 whole days. Everything that I learned about making money online, I made millions of dollars online. This award right here, ClickFunnels, these 2 white men right here, they company is $1 billion. You get this award when you make millions of dollars online. Now, okay, my overhead was a couple of $100. It's digital. My book, I'm gonna show y'all how I wrote the book, The Millionaire, Barber, Stylist. A digital book, there's no money involved. The physical copy was $3. I'm gonna show you all that.
Wow.
On there. Now, this is what I'm gonna do. We got 2 tickets, general admission and VIP. With the VIP, I'm showing you all about online stuff. So even if you don't open up a school, you won't be like Atlanta Hair Doctor, raise a chicken, all them, make millions of dollars online. I spent over $250,000 taking masterminds to learn this online stuff on how to make money, how to take your gifts, talents. So what I'm gonna do, since y'all stayed on here, I want all of y'all to sign up for general admission And I'm going to give you all the VIP experience. I'm going to give you all not just the ticket to the Sunday, Monday, but also y'all going to get that full program. That's what you all going to get. My team will send you all that link for the VIP. That's what I'm going to do for you all. Now, this is going to be August the 31st and September the 1st. Anybody that gets this after midnight tomorrow, you won't get VIP. You won't get VIP. My assistants, they'll be up to 12-1. Then I have one that work overseas, so they gonna just be waking up. So make sure, and you all will have the business plan. This is what you're gonna get.
Wow.
You're gonna get a business plan. You're gonna get the automated funnels. I'm showing y'all how I set all that up. The Instagram, how I make money online with Instagram, the ManyChat. You'll get a strategy call with me. You'll get to do all of that for the VIP. So there's no sense. Don't do the VIP. What I want you all to do is the $97. Okay? Because you will get a business plan, a school business plan with that. Because y'all gonna get everything that the VIPs get. That's only for tonight. Now, is this a sales pitch? No, it's not a sales pitch. I had a school from 1998 to 2018, y'all. I got accredited in 2000. What's documented from the government, they wired $20 million to my bank account. 20 million, okay?
Wow.
I started doing real estate in 2000. I ain't bragging, I'm testifying about how great God is. Okay, but all this came from the school. You can pray to God and all this. God will put people in your life. He put Miss Velma in my life. What if I didn't connect with Miss Velma and listen to all the other beauty professionals? I'm a convicted felon. 35 years later, I still be working in the shop. So what I want all of y'all to do
That's awesome.
is click that link. Believe in yourself. Even if you don't open up a school, you definitely want to be online. Making this online money. We've had people that's not even in our industry to join the VIP because they wanted my online program. Because see, I usually sell my online program for $2,000. And I have everything in there. I got probably 200 videos, step-by-step training videos. So I'm not here to sell you. Well, why you don't just give it to us? Hell, if I gave it to you, you wouldn't do nothing. I really need to sell it to you for thousands of dollars because the more you pay, the more you pay attention. But since y'all stayed on here an hour, I'm going to give it to y'all for $97. And then you all will get the VIP. You all will get that link, access to the VIP. You'll get that by the morning. So sign up with the 97. And with that, you'll get to do a Q&A with me. You'll also be able to set up a strategy call with me, one-on-one, where you can ask me questions. I'm going to call you. Yes. You sure will. Not a team member. Step by step. Now what we're going to do, we're going to have Tim Johnson on. I'm ready to interview him because every Wednesday, y'all, we have class too. That's another thing. We got class every Wednesday. This is not something where you get a back office and I just leave you all. Do you realize I've been with you all for years? Does anybody know that I actually been on here giving free for years? Who knows that? Somebody come up if they know that.
I know it.
Did you know that, Maurice?
Oh, yeah.
It's
I don't have to do this.
my first time meeting you, sir.
No, your first time. Well, it won't be your last time.
I've seen you on Instagram. I think I follow you on Instagram.
I'm always giving. You can't beat God's giving. You cannot beat the man upstairs giving. So I want to see you all and spend them 2 days with you all every week. Leading up to that, I'll be here Wednesday sharing. And you have to be on this live to get that special. Now, whether you all get that or not, I really don't care. I don't. You can go to my YouTube where I have about 500 videos and I'm just breaking everything down, sharing and all that type stuff. You can't get in the school blueprint program. No. Yeah, we have a program where my team walks you through the process and all of that. Every month we select, I think like 6 or 7 people to work with us. You can't get in that. I don't even have a link for that. You can't even purchase that. At the end of the month, going into September, we'll get another 6 or 7. But I'm only going to let people that come to the 2-day challenge, I'm only going to let them have access first. All other people on YouTube and all, they ain't getting in. I'm only going to have it for you all. So, we could go ahead and interview Tim. So if y'all want to stay on here and learn some more, you all can. Let me make sure. Hold on. Make
I
sure.
got a quick question, brother.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, I just went ahead and signed up for the class. How would you know that I received a discount? Will I get a special link or something like that? What happened?
Because my team, they'll be checking the automation tonight to see everybody that signs up. And what they're going to do, they're going to send you a link from Thinkific giving you access to that private portal. Okay? They're going to keep a list of that. See, anybody that signs up tomorrow, it don't matter. It's over for them. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
So
man.
they'll know. And another thing, this is what I'm going to do. What's his name, Brother James? Another thing, I'm going to do something that don't nobody do. This is my personal number. If you shoot me a text, I'll also respond to you. Even if my team, I have women, I'm prejudiced. I don't have men on the team because men, they don't do paperwork right. They don't do right. A woman can tell them to get bread, eggs, and milk and write it down and send them to the store. And men only have sense enough to scratch it out and come home and got the bread and eggs, but forgot the milk. So men, their brains are different. So I don't have men working for me on my team. I got all women, so they're pretty good. But in case they don't get back with you within 24 hours, that's my personal number.
Oh yeah, I just signed up.
Congratulations, because there's not too many multimillionaires that's gonna give y'all their personal number. You know why? Because they don't care about you. They think they're too important. They're too high on a horse. They have to go through all of these chains of command. No, I want you all to have schools. It hurt me when Miss Velma told me that story, y'all. That hurt me when she told me that story. And there was nothing I could do because it was the what?
The way it was.
It was the truth. I want you all to get this government money. I want you all to make millions of dollars. It's going to feel good when they wire that money to your bank account.
I want to just be clear on something. So
Yes.
you're saying that if we sign up tonight for $97, we're going to get the VIP?
You are 100% correct.
Okay.
You're going to get everything with the VIP.
Okay.
When
And
you
that
sign
starts
up
August the 31st and September the 1st, you said?
That's right. Them 2 days,
Okay.
Sunday and Monday. And you'll be getting emails and text messages because everything is automated. Y'all going to be getting emails and text messages.
Yeah, I definitely want to do it. So
And even if y'all don't want a physical school, y'all need to learn this online stuff.
Right.
All of y'all need to write a book. I show y'all how to write a book. I even give y'all the plug where to get it printed. I even show y'all how to do the book funnel. So it's really a no-brainer. If you're on social media, you definitely need that. Where's Tim Johnson? Tim, raise your hand or come on.
Wow.
Because I got another special gift for you all.
I just I contacted your ladies like we talked about, Chin. I'm waiting to hear from them.
Okay.
I just signed up for the class just now too, man. I actually was about to take y'all upstairs to let y'all see my school area, but I said I'll wait a little bit longer.
Okay, I'm waiting on Tim Johnson because he's gonna be our special guest. And another thing that we do every Wednesday, Desiree, James, Latoya, I interview successful people. I interview school owners too. Because I'm gonna tell you something about Black people. They don't believe nothing you say. See, we've been tricked, bamboozled, we've been beat, we've been brainwashed, so it's hard for us to trust. It's very hard for us to trust. I have hundreds of testimonials online and people still don't trust me. I don't know if he went to prison, but that could be Chat GPT. No, I went to prison, y'all. Well, I don't even know if that's his mansion. Hell, I've been living there for a very long time, for years before the internet. You do know that the government, well, people that's not in the beauty industry, I don't believe the government gonna send you $20,000 for a student. See, they don't know that. See if Tim's on here, because we're gonna interview Tim. And I'll put that link up one more time for you all. We're gonna interview him. Let me go ahead and stop this recording.